when you reach financial independence, pretty much anything is possible in my mind. Obviously, I'm not going to be a professional hockey player like I had dreamt when I was a kid, but there are certain things that are still possible, and you have the time and the resources to pursue them fully. And that's the other secret power, I think, of financial independence is like, you really can make some of your dreams come true because you can dedicate your entire day to it. You're not concerned about putting food on the table and earning a buck. You can dedicate all your energy and creative energy and time into something. It's incredibly exciting to think about, a large chunk of the population being financially independent. I know it's only been a year since I left my job, but I know that the work I've done over the last year that has like made me leap out of bed in the mornings because I'm so excited to do it has far more benefit to society than anything I had done in my career up to that. And if we have a lot of people that have that energy and drive and time to pursue these things that may not be monetizable, but could help a lot of people, then I think that's an incredibly exciting prospect. And I think, I just can't even imagine all the great things that would come out of that, because people who are engaged and well-rested and have time to pursue what's important to them are going to work and create something so much greater than the guy that's like had 3 cups of coffee just to get into his car to do his hour-long commute to a job that he hates. So I think that's a very exciting prospect. Humans want to feel like they belong, and the way to belong is to do what everyone else is doing and, fit in with a group. So I think a lot of that drives it, but a lot of people are unhappy. And, the studies have shown over the years that although our income has increased drastically since the 1950s, our happiness hasn't. And we're working longer hours, we're feeling more pressure. Our houses are bigger, but we're unhappy. We're spending more, but we're unhappy. And it's just, a lot of that is the consumer culture, I think, because for these economies to grow with, you just have people buy more because our production has increased dramatically over these years. So it's like, as the companies are able to produce more, the only way to make that profitable is for people to buy more. So I think that's been a big change, and yet happiness hasn't increased since the 50s. So yes, absolutely, consumerism drives growth, but maybe, growth isn't the indicator we should potentially be using. So, the United States looks at gross national product as whether they're succeeding, but other countries like Bhutan are using gross national happiness. So they're gauging the happiness of their citizens versus how much they're outputting. And it seems to be working well for them. And maybe that's a new strategy to adopt, because growth isn't infinite. So eventually we're going to get to a point where, we just can't keep growing. But if we're all miserable in the entire journey there, then what's the point of that? I think happy citizens would be a more effective country than just productive citizens. The connections you make, the community you build, the friends you have, the family you have, and your relationship with them that actually increases your happiness and makes a life worth living. And it's the things you create, the things you do. And you realize that money is just this thing that's floating in between all of this stuff, but it's really not the important thing. But it does give you the power to do the things that you want to do and share in the relationships that you have and enrich those more with time. But when you realize that it's not the thing that you should be focused on and striving for, it helps you take that away, and then it helps you focus on the actual important things. I think American is the land of the free, and yet most Americans aren't free at all. And so I think this idea of financial independence is, I would say it's one of the most American things I can think of, because we value our freedom, and yet we are not free. We're, slaves to the job, to the consumerism, to all of these ideas that people are pushing on us that may not be what we want to do. And getting financial freedom allows you to take control back and be completely free with your choices and what you do with your life.